On September 11, 2001, something strange happened. Well, a lot of strange things happened that day, and no, it's not one of those wild 9/11 conspiracies claiming there is no planes actually hitting the World Trade Center and it was all CGI. Anyway, for 3 whole days, all commercial flights across the United States were grounded. No planes, no jets, and not even Taylor Swift's private jet. The sky's so quiet, it hadn't been this way since we figured out how to make metal fly in 1903. But here's the weird part. During those 3 days, the Earth's daytime surface temperature did something odd. It went up. You'd think it would go down because planes contribute to global warming, right? Wrong. According to Lee Theon Quora, planes only contribute about 2.5% to global warming. So what's really going on? How does a bunch of flying metal in the sky mess with the Earth's temperature? Well, it turns out planes do more than just get you to your next vacation. They've been secretly messing with the weather this whole time.
What a twist!
Something we didn't fully understand until 9/11 grounded them. But to figure out why the temperature spiked when all the planes were parked, we need to rewind to a moment when the entire US airspace hit pause. When the 9/11 attacks hit New York, every plane in the US airspace was ordered to land immediately. We are talking about over 4,000 planes suddenly grounded. With the US airports shut down, many international flights had to divert to the nearest available airports, which led some to land in a place you probably never heard of, Gander, Newfoundland. It's a tiny town on the edge of Canada, which, fun fact, hosted over 7,000 stranded passengers on just 38 planes, instantly doubling its population. Gander is now so famous that they were given a piece of Twin Towers as a thank you gift. I'm not sure if it's a great gift or just weird, but hey, it's a thought that counts, right? But besides this impressive display of Canadian hospitality, the grounding of flights actually led to something unprecedented, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to study the effect of contrails on the climate. Let me explain. Normally, planes fly high and leave behind those fluffy, thin trails called contrails. Not to confuse them with chemtrails, because no, contrails aren't spraying chemicals to make you dumber. They're just basically man-made clouds. Think of them like those uninvited guests who stick around after the party and somehow keep things going longer than anyone intended. Contrails do more than just look cool in your sky photos, and here's how they work. When a plane flies through the cold, moist air at the high altitudes, it leaves behind water vapor. This vapor quickly freezes into tiny ice crystals, creating contrails that behave like clouds, but with 2 distinct effects, one during the day and another at night. During the day, contrails spread out and reflect incoming sunlight back into space, like an umbrella that shades the Earth. The ice crystals in contrails act like a tiny disco balls, scattering sunlight all over the place and stopping some of it from ever reaching the Earth's surface. This effect cools things down, similar to how natural clouds make the day feel cooler when they block direct sunlight. It's essentially a sun-blocking mechanism that keeps the surface temperature lower by preventing some of that heat from ever reaching us. Now here's a nighttime trick. Contrails also act like a one-way heat trap. At night, the Earth does its thing and sends heat, infrared energy back into space like it's trying to cool off after a long day in the sun. Normally, without clouds, this heat escapes, which is why clear nights feel cooler. But contrails, just like clouds, absorb some of the infrared radiation and radiate it back towards Earth. This prevents the planet from cooling as much as it normally would overnight. So without contrails, the atmosphere loses its daytime sunshade and a nighttime blanket. More sunlight hits the surface during the day, heating things up, while at night, this missing blanket lets more heat escape into space. So what's the result? Daytime temperature spikes about 1.5 degrees, but at night they drop around the same amount. So during 9/11 shutdown, the Earth got warmer during the day, but it went cooler at night, so it didn't really increase overall temperature. But turns out this unplanned experiment proved that contrails play a much bigger role in our climate. In just 3 days without them, the delicate balance between daytime cooling and the nighttime warming was thrown off. So next time you see a plane streak across the sky, just remember, it's not another flight to Bali. It's a little contrail doing its part in the world's biggest ongoing climate experiment.